Hi there. Hobbies and interests can be such a delightful part of life. Is there another hobby or interest you'd like to discuss or learn about?
Hello again. I completely agree, hobbies add depth to life. I'm also quite into gardening. There's something incredibly satisfying about nurturing plants and watching them flourish. Do you have any experience with gardening?
Gardening is a fantastic hobby. I mentioned earlier that I enjoy hiking, but I've also dabbled in gardening, especially with potted plants and herbs on my balcony. It's wonderful to see how plants grow and thrive. Do you have a favorite type of plant or flower you like to grow in your garden?
I'm glad you share an interest in gardening. Among my favorites to grow are roses and lavender. Roses for their elegance and fragrant blooms, and lavender for its soothing aroma. It's like having a little slice of nature at home. Do you have any gardening tips or tricks you've learned along the way?
Roses and lavender are both lovely choices. One tip I've learned is the importance of proper pruning to encourage healthy growth. It's also essential to choose the right soil and provide adequate sunlight. Gardening involves a bit of trial and error, but that's part of the fun. Have you encountered any gardening challenges and how did you overcome them?
Pruning and soil quality are indeed critical. I've had my fair share of challenges, especially with pests like aphids. I've tried natural remedies like neem oil and ladybugs to keep them in check. It's all about finding eco-friendly solutions. Speaking of eco-friendly practices, do you have any other sustainable interests or hobbies?
Dealing with pests can be quite a challenge, and I admire your eco-friendly approach. Besides gardening, I'm quite conscious about reducing waste in my daily life. I try to minimize single-use plastics and recycle as much as possible. Every small effort counts toward a more sustainable lifestyle. Do you have any eco-friendly practices you follow apart from gardening?
Reducing waste and recycling are fantastic eco-friendly practices. I also try to support local and sustainable products whenever I can. It's a way to make environmentally conscious choices in our daily lives. Shifting gears a bit, do you have any other hobbies or interests unrelated to sustainability?
Absolutely. Beyond sustainability, I have a passion for playing musical instruments. I find great joy in playing the guitar, and it's a wonderful way to unwind and express creativity. Have you ever played a musical instrument, or do you have any interests in the world of music?
Music is a universal language, and playing instruments is a beautiful way to connect with it. I've dabbled in playing the piano, though I'm far from being a virtuoso. Music adds a special touch to life, doesn't it? On a different note, have you ever tried any adventurous hobbies or activities, like rock climbing or skydiving?
Music is indeed a wonderful part of life. I haven't tried rock climbing or skydiving yet, but they both sound exhilarating. The idea of conquering heights or the thrill of free falling is both exciting and a bit nerve-wracking. Have you ever ventured into such adventurous hobbies?
I haven't tried rock climbing or skydiving either, but I've done some challenging hikes with steep ascents, which provided a taste of adventure. It's invigorating to push your boundaries and overcome obstacles. Speaking of adventure, have you explored any water-based hobbies like sailing or kayaking?
Challenging hikes can be adventurous in their own right. Water-based hobbies like sailing and kayaking sound like fantastic ways to connect with nature. I've tried kayaking, and there's something serene about gliding on the water. It's a different perspective of the world. Do you have any other outdoor interests or hobbies?
Kayaking is serene and allows you to explore tranquil waterways. Besides hiking and nature-related hobbies, I also enjoy camping. Spending nights under the stars, far from the city's hustle and bustle, is a beautiful way to connect with the wilderness. Have you been camping, and if so, do you have any memorable camping experiences?
Camping is a wonderful way to immerse oneself in nature and disconnect from the fast-paced world. I've been camping a few times, and one of my most memorable experiences was camping near a pristine lake. The reflection of the stars on the water's surface was breathtaking.
Camping by a lake sounds idyllic. It's those kinds of experiences that make camping so special. It's a chance to appreciate the simplicity of life. On a different note, have you ever explored any indoor hobbies or interests, like cooking or painting, during rainy days or winter months?
Absolutely. Cooking is a comforting indoor hobby for me, especially during colder months. Trying out new recipes and experimenting with flavors is like a culinary adventure. I often find solace in making hearty soups and stews. How about you? Any indoor hobbies you enjoy?
Cooking during colder months is indeed comforting. I also enjoy reading and painting. Curling up with a good book or letting my creativity flow onto a canvas is a perfect way to spend a rainy day.
Reading and painting are wonderful indoor activities. They allow you to explore different worlds and express your creativity without leaving the comfort of your home. It's been a pleasure discussing hobbies and interests with you.
Likewise, hobbies and interests make life richer and more enjoyable. Here's to the continued pursuit of our passions and the happiness they bring.
Well said. May our interests always inspire us and provide moments of relaxation and discovery. Have a fantastic day. Hello. It's nice to chat about daily activities. What does your typical day look like?
Hi there. Well, I usually start my day by waking up early. I find that it helps me feel more refreshed. How about you? Are you an early riser?
I'm more of a night owl, so waking up early can be a bit of a challenge for me. But I've been trying to establish a morning routine to be more productive. After getting up, I like to start with some stretching exercises to wake up my body. Do you do any morning exercises?
Morning stretching is a great way to get your body moving. I do some light yoga stretches in the morning to ease into the day. It helps me feel more energized. After that, I head to the kitchen for breakfast. What's your go-to breakfast?
That sounds like a healthy start to the day. I usually have a bowl of oatmeal with fresh fruit and a cup of coffee. It's a simple and satisfying breakfast for me. Then, it's time to tackle the day's tasks. Do you have any morning rituals or habits that you find helpful?
Oatmeal and fresh fruit sound delicious. Well, I like to start my day by planning out my tasks and setting priorities. It helps me stay organized and focused. And of course, I check my emails to see if there are any urgent matters to attend to. How about you? How do you stay organized during the day?
Planning and prioritizing are essential for a productive day. I use a to-do list to keep track of tasks and deadlines. It helps me stay organized and ensures I don't forget anything important. Throughout the day, I also like to take short breaks to clear my mind. Do you take breaks during work?
To-do lists are a great way to stay on top of things. Yes, I definitely take short breaks to recharge. I find that it helps me stay focused and avoid burnout. Sometimes, I go for a quick walk or just stretch at my desk. It makes a big difference. Speaking of breaks, what's your favorite way to unwind after a busy day?
Taking short walks or stretching is an excellent way to clear your mind during the day. After a busy day, I like to unwind by reading a book or watching a movie. It's a great way to relax and escape into different worlds. Do you have any favorite books or movies you enjoy?
Reading and watching movies are fantastic ways to unwind. I enjoy reading a variety of genres, but I'm a fan of mystery novels. As for movies, I love a good comedy or a thought-provoking drama. Do you have any favorite authors or movie genres?
Mystery novels can be quite captivating. I'm a fan of classic literature, and I love movies that have a touch of adventure in them. Speaking of adventure, do you like to explore new places or go on trips?
I do enjoy exploring new places. Traveling and experiencing different cultures are some of my favorite things to do. Of course, with recent circumstances, I haven't been able to travel as much, but I'm looking forward to future adventures. How about you? Any recent travel plans or favorite travel memories?
Traveling is a wonderful way to broaden your horizons. I had plans to visit some national parks, but they got postponed. However, I have some fond memories of a road trip I took last year. We explored charming small towns and enjoyed the scenic routes. It was a great adventure. Do you have any specific destinations on your travel bucket list?
Exploring small towns and scenic routes can be such a memorable experience. On my travel bucket list, I've always wanted to visit the beautiful landscapes of New Zealand and experience the vibrant cultures of Japan. Hopefully, one day, those dreams will come true.
New Zealand's landscapes and Japan's culture are both fascinating choices. Travel dreams have a way of keeping us inspired. In the meantime, what do you like to do for fun or relaxation on weekends or during your free time?
Weekends are a great opportunity to relax and have fun. I enjoy going for hikes in nearby nature reserves, spending time with friends, or just having a quiet day at home with a good book. How about you? Any special weekend activities or traditions you cherish?
Your weekend activities sound like a perfect balance of adventure and relaxation. I enjoy spending quality time with my family on weekends. We often have picnics in the park or try out new recipes together. It's a time to bond and create cherished memories.
Picnics and family time are wonderful traditions. It's those simple moments that make life special. Well, it's been a pleasure chatting about daily activities and interests. They truly add meaning to our lives.
Absolutely. Daily routines and interests make each day unique. Here's to many more meaningful moments and fulfilling activities.
Well said. May each day bring new experiences and joy. Have a fantastic day.
So, which specific daily activity or routine would you like to talk about today?
Let's talk about morning routines. How do you typically start your day?
Morning routines are important. I usually begin my day by waking up, then I do some light stretching exercises to wake up my body and get my blood flowing. How about you? How do you kickstart your mornings?
Stretching in the morning is a great way to get energized. I like to start my day with a few minutes of meditation to clear my mind and set a positive intention for the day. It helps me feel centered. After that, it's breakfast time. What's your go-to breakfast?
Meditation is a calming way to start the day. For breakfast, I often have a bowl of oatmeal with fresh fruit, like bananas or berries. It's a hearty and healthy choice that keeps me fueled. How about you? What's your favorite breakfast?
Oatmeal with fresh fruit sounds delicious. I usually opt for a smoothie with spinach, banana, and a scoop of protein powder. It's quick to prepare and gives me a good boost of nutrients. After breakfast, what's the next part of your morning routine?
A green smoothie is a healthy choice. After breakfast, I check my to-do list and plan my tasks for the day. It helps me stay organized and ensures I stay on top of my work. Do you have any morning rituals or habits that you find helpful?
Planning and prioritizing are essential for a productive day. After my smoothie, I like to do a quick session of affirmations to boost my confidence and motivation. It sets a positive tone for the day. Then, it's time to tackle work tasks. How do you stay focused during work?
Affirmations are a great way to start the day with a positive mindset. During work, I find that taking short breaks helps me stay focused. I'll take a 5 to 10 minute break to stretch, take a walk, or have a quick snack. It refreshes my mind. Do you take breaks during work, and if so, how do you spend them?
Short breaks are essential to recharge during work. I usually step outside for some fresh air and a short walk. It helps me clear my mind and come back to work feeling more focused. After a productive morning, it's time for lunch. What's your go-to lunch during the workday?
Taking a walk outside is a great way to rejuvenate. For lunch, I often prepare a salad with lots of veggies and a protein source like grilled chicken or chickpeas. It's a healthy and satisfying midday meal. How about you? What's your favorite lunch?
A colorful salad is a nutritious choice. I enjoy a quinoa bowl with roasted vegetables and a tahini dressing. It's packed with flavor and keeps me fueled for the afternoon. Speaking of the afternoon, how do you manage your energy levels during the second half of the day?
A quinoa bowl with tahini dressing sounds delicious. To manage my energy levels in the afternoon, I make sure to stay hydrated by drinking water and herbal tea. I also avoid heavy, carb-rich snacks to prevent energy crashes. How about you? Any tips for staying energized in the afternoon?
Staying hydrated is key to maintaining energy levels. In the afternoon, I like to have a healthy snack like almonds or Greek yogurt with honey. It provides a nice energy boost without feeling too heavy. After work, I often unwind by reading. Do you have any post-work relaxation rituals?
A healthy snack is a great way to refuel in the afternoon. After work, I like to unwind by going for a walk or practicing some gentle yoga stretches. It helps me transition from work mode to relaxation mode. Do you have any evening routines or activities you enjoy?
Yoga stretches and walks are perfect ways to wind down. In the evening, I like to spend quality time with my family, whether it's cooking dinner together or watching a movie. It's a great way to bond and create cherished memories. What's your favorite way to spend your evenings?
Quality family time is precious. In the evenings, I often enjoy a cozy night in with a good book or a movie. It's a relaxing way to end the day and unwind. Well, it's been great discussing daily activities and routines with you.
Likewise, daily routines add structure to our lives and can bring a sense of balance. Here's to more productive mornings, energized afternoons, and peaceful evenings.
Well said. May our daily routines continue to bring us health and happiness. Have a wonderful day. Hello. Hobbies and interests play a significant role in our lives. What's one of your favorite pastimes?
Hi. You're absolutely right, hobbies add so much enjoyment. I'm really into hiking. There's something incredibly liberating about being in nature, surrounded by serene landscapes. How about you?
Hiking is a fantastic way to connect with nature and stay active. I enjoy painting. It's my way of expressing creativity and unwinding. I find it therapeutic. Do you have any other hobbies besides hiking?
Painting is a beautiful way to express yourself. Besides hiking, I also enjoy reading. It's like embarking on different adventures without leaving my cozy corner. Do you have any favorite books or genres you're into?
Reading is a wonderful way to explore new worlds and gain knowledge. I'm a fan of fantasy novels, they transport me to magical realms. I also love classic literature for its timeless themes. Have you read any memorable books lately?
Fantasy novels can be enchanting. I recently read a thought-provoking nonfiction book about nature conservation. It made me more aware of the environment. Speaking of which, do you have any interest in environmental conservation or sustainability?
Environmental conservation is crucial, and it's a topic that concerns me as well. I try to live sustainably by reducing waste and conserving energy. It's our responsibility to protect the planet for future generations. Do you have any eco-friendly practices you follow in your daily life?
Absolutely, small steps can make a big difference. I reduce plastic usage and support local, sustainable products whenever I can. It's rewarding to know you're contributing positively to the environment. Shifting gears a bit, do you have any other interests or hobbies unrelated to the environment?
That's great to hear. Beyond environmental concerns, I enjoy playing musical instruments. I find solace in strumming my guitar or playing the piano. It's a form of self-expression and relaxation for me. How about you? Any other hobbies or interests?
Music is a universal language, and playing instruments is a beautiful way to connect with it. In addition to reading, I love cooking. Trying out new recipes and cuisines is like embarking on a culinary adventure. Do you have any favorite dishes you enjoy preparing?
Cooking is a delightful hobby. I enjoy experimenting with various cuisines, and I have a soft spot for Italian pasta dishes. Homemade pasta with a rich tomato sauce is one of my favorites. Have you ever tried making pasta from scratch?
Homemade pasta sounds delicious. I haven't tried making it from scratch yet, but it's on my list of culinary adventures. It must be incredibly rewarding.
It's definitely worth trying. Cooking from scratch allows you to create dishes exactly to your liking. It's like an art form. Speaking of which, do you have any artistic interests besides reading?
While I'm not much of an artist myself, I do appreciate various forms of art, including painting and sculpture. There's something captivating about how artists can convey emotions and stories through their work. Do you have any favorite artists or art movements?
Art has a unique way of touching our souls. I admire the works of Vincent van Gogh. His use of color and emotion is truly remarkable. The Impressionist movement also captivates me with its play of light and color.
Van Gogh's paintings are iconic, and Impressionism has a timeless appeal. Art can transport us to different emotional landscapes. It's been wonderful discussing hobbies and interests with you. They bring so much richness to our lives.
I couldn't agree more. Hobbies and interests add depth and joy to our journey. Here's to more adventures, creative endeavors, and meaningful moments through our interests.
Absolutely. May our hobbies continue to inspire us and provide moments of happiness and relaxation. Have a fantastic day. Hello. Gardening is such a wonderful hobby. How did you get started with it?
Hi. I agree, gardening is truly fulfilling. I started because I wanted to have some fresh herbs for cooking. So, I planted a small herb garden on my balcony, and it just grew from there. What about you?
That's a great way to begin. I got into gardening when I moved to a house with a backyard. It was a blank canvas, and I wanted to transform it into a beautiful garden. I started by planting some colorful flowers.
Backyards provide a lot of gardening possibilities. I'm more into container gardening since I don't have a backyard. What do you enjoy planting the most in your garden?
I love planting a variety of flowers, especially roses and sunflowers. They bring so much color and cheerfulness to the garden. Do you have a favorite plant or herb you like to grow in your containers?
I adore growing basil. The aroma is fantastic, and it's a staple in my kitchen. It's so satisfying to pluck fresh basil leaves for pasta or salads. And I also have a soft spot for succulents. They're easy to care for and add a touch of greenery to my apartment.
Basil is a must-have for any herb garden, and succulents are indeed low maintenance and charming. Do you have any gardening tips or tricks that you've learned along the way?
One thing I've learned is the importance of watering. Overwatering can be just as harmful as underwatering. It's essential to find the right balance. Also, I've discovered the joy of composting kitchen scraps to create nutrient-rich soil for my plants.
Those are valuable lessons. Watering can be tricky, and composting is a sustainable way to nurture your garden. Speaking of sustainability, have you ever tried growing your own vegetables or fruits?
I haven't ventured into growing vegetables yet, but I'm definitely interested. It seems like a rewarding way to enjoy homegrown produce. Have you tried growing any veggies or fruits in your garden?
Yes, I grow tomatoes and strawberries. There's nothing quite like the taste of freshly picked tomatoes from the vine or sweet strawberries from the garden. It's a whole different level of freshness and flavor.
That sounds delightful. Homegrown tomatoes and strawberries must be incredibly delicious. Gardening also has a therapeutic aspect, doesn't it? It's a great way to relax and unwind.
Absolutely. Gardening is my way of de-stressing. Being in the garden, tending to the plants, and connecting with nature is so calming. It's like a natural therapy session.
I couldn't agree more. The simple act of nurturing plants and watching them thrive is incredibly rewarding. It's a hobby that brings a sense of accomplishment and peace.
It certainly does. Gardening is a hobby that keeps on giving. Whether it's the beauty of the flowers, the taste of homegrown herbs, or the satisfaction of seeing your plants flourish, there's always something to appreciate.
Well said. Gardening is a journey of continuous learning and enjoyment. I'm grateful for the moments of tranquility and beauty it brings to my life.
Likewise. Here's to many more seasons of joy in the garden and the simple pleasures of nurturing life.
Cheers to that. May our gardens continue to bloom and thrive. Happy garden. Hi there. It's always fun to learn about people's hobbies and interests. What are some of your favorite things to do in your free time?
Hello. I enjoy a variety of hobbies. One of my favorites is reading. I love getting lost in a good book. It's like going on an adventure without leaving my comfy chair. How about you?
Reading is wonderful. It's a great way to explore new worlds and gain knowledge. I'm a fan of painting. It's my way of expressing creativity, and I find it relaxing. I also like going for long walks in the park.
Painting sounds like a beautiful way to express yourself. And walking in the park is a great way to enjoy nature. Speaking of which, I also enjoy gardening. It's so satisfying to see plants grow and bloom.
Gardening must be incredibly rewarding. I've always wanted to try it. Another hobby I have is cooking. I find joy in experimenting with new recipes and cuisines. Have you tried any interesting recipes lately?
Cooking can be a lot of fun. I recently tried making homemade pasta from scratch. It was challenging, but so worth it. I also like photography. Capturing moments and beautiful scenes is something I enjoy.
Homemade pasta sounds delicious. Photography is a fantastic hobby too. It allows you to capture memories and moments in a visual way. I'm also into playing musical instruments. I play the guitar and find it very therapeutic.
Playing a musical instrument is a great talent. Music has a way of soothing the soul. I also enjoy playing board games with friends and family. It's a great way to bond and have some laughs.
Board games are a wonderful way to connect with loved ones. I enjoy playing them too. When I'm not playing, I like watching movies and TV shows. It's a perfect way to unwind. Do you have any favorite films or shows?
I love a good movie night. One of my favorite films is The Shawshank Redemption. It's a classic. And I enjoy watching nature documentaries. They're both entertaining and educational.
The Shawshank Redemption is indeed a timeless classic. Nature documentaries are fascinating. Learning about the world's wonders is always a good choice. Have you ever considered combining your hobbies, like photographing your garden or cooking?
That's a great idea. I've taken photos of my garden, but I haven't combined cooking and photography much. I should try it sometime. Speaking of combining hobbies, have you ever painted a scene from one of your favorite movies or shows?
That's an interesting thought. I haven't painted scenes from movies or shows, but it sounds like a creative project. I might give it a try. It's fun to experiment and combine interests. Do you have any other hobbies or interests you'd like to explore in the future?
I've always been intrigued by hiking. It combines my love for nature and physical activity. Exploring trails and reaching mountain peaks sounds like a great adventure. How about you? Any new hobbies on your horizon?
Hiking is a fantastic choice. I'm considering taking up meditation. It's a way to find inner peace and mindfulness amidst the busyness of life. Plus, it can complement my painting by inspiring new art.
Meditation is an excellent way to find balance and creativity. It can definitely enhance your painting. It's been great discussing hobbies and interests with you. It's amazing how these activities bring joy and fulfillment to our lives.
I couldn't agree more. Hobbies and interests make life more colorful and enjoyable. Thanks for sharing, and I hope you have a wonderful day filled with your favorite activities.
Thank you. You too. May your hobbies and interests continue to bring happiness into your life. Take care.
Hello again. Hobbies and interests can bring so much joy into our lives. Is there another hobby or interest you'd like to talk about?
Absolutely. Another interest of mine is photography. Capturing moments and the beauty of the world through a lens is truly fascinating. Do you have any experience with photography?
Photography is a fantastic hobby. I've dabbled in it a bit, especially with my smartphone. It's amazing how technology has made photography so accessible. I enjoy taking pictures of nature and family gatherings. What do you like to photograph the most?
Nature is a wonderful subject. I particularly enjoy taking photos of landscapes and architecture. There's something captivating about capturing the grandeur of natural beauty and the intricate details of buildings. Have you ever tried any specific photography techniques or styles?
I've experimented with simple techniques like adjusting lighting and angles, but nothing too advanced. Photography has so many facets to explore, from macro photography to long exposure shots. Have you tried any creative techniques in your photography?
Absolutely. I've tried long exposure shots of flowing water, which creates a mesmerizing effect. It's like capturing the passage of time in a single frame. Exploring different techniques keeps photography exciting and fresh.
Long exposure shots of water can produce stunning results. Photography truly is an art form. Besides photography, I've recently taken an interest in birdwatching. It's a peaceful way to connect with nature and observe our feathered friends. Do you have any experiences with birdwatching or other nature-related hobbies?
Birdwatching is a serene hobby. I've done some birdwatching during hikes, and it's incredible to spot various species in their natural habitats. Nature-related hobbies like birdwatching provide a deeper appreciation for the environment.
Absolutely, observing wildlife in its natural habitat is a humbling experience. It reminds us of the beauty and diversity of the natural world. Speaking of the natural world, have you ever considered exploring camping as a hobby? It's a great way to immerse yourself in nature.
Camping is on my list of adventures to try. The idea of spending time in the great outdoors, under the stars, and around a campfire sounds exhilarating. Have you been camping, and if so, do you have any memorable camping experiences?
Camping is a fantastic way to disconnect from the hustle and bustle of daily life. I've been camping a few times, and one of my most memorable experiences was camping near a serene lake. The reflections of the stars on the water were absolutely breathtaking.
Camping by a lake sounds enchanting. It's those kinds of experiences that make camping so special. It's a chance to appreciate the simplicity of life. On a different note, have you ever explored any indoor hobbies or interests, like cooking or painting, during rainy days or winter months?
Absolutely. Cooking is a go-to indoor hobby for me during rainy days or winter. It's a warm and cozy way to spend time indoors and savor delicious meals. I often experiment with hearty soups and stews. How about you? Any indoor hobbies you enjoy?
Cooking during colder months is comforting. Indoor hobbies like reading and painting also come to mind. Curling up with a good book or letting my creativity flow onto a canvas is a perfect way to spend a rainy day.
Reading and painting are wonderful indoor activities. They allow you to explore different worlds and express your creativity without leaving the comfort of your home. It's been a pleasure discussing hobbies and interests with you.
Likewise, hobbies and interests make life richer and more enjoyable. Here's to the continued pursuit of our passions and the happiness they bring.
Well said. May our interests always inspire us and provide moments of relaxation and discovery. Have a fantastic day.